855-669-7131. Every call is absolutely free and there's no obligation, meaning there's nothing to lose. Now is the time, and it's probably not always going to be this easy. We even have programs that may allow you to put zero money down. Don't wait any longer to get the car you need, no matter your credit history. Call Credit Yes for free right now. 855-669-7131. That's 855-669-7131. One last time, 855-669-7131.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.
AAA Roofing by Gene reminds parents that our children should never be out of luck, hope, or guidance. But for many troubled youth, the first step towards drugs and crime is having nothing better to do. Take your kids to a park, movie, restaurant, or any activity today. This reminder from AAA Roofing by Gene. For all your roofing needs, including new construction, re-roof, retrofit, tenant improvement, maintenance, leak detection, and emergency services, call 951-233-5530 or visit AAARoofingByGene.com.
Tell weeds where to go with Chateau herbicide from Valent USA Corporation. Growers and PCAs count on Chateau because it's effective on more than 90 of the toughest winter annual broadleaf and grass weeds in crops like almonds, pistachios, walnuts, grapes, and alfalfa. Chateau delivers proven long-lasting residual control, and Chateau can be used on new plantings and young non-bearing trees and vines. Even better, Chateau is weather-ready and farm-ready. Chateau stays where you put it and doesn't photodegrade as it waits for moisture activation. Other pre-emergence herbicides can leach, co-distillate, and or photodegrade, reducing performance. And Chateau is activated with only a quarter inch of rainfall or irrigation water. Take control and keep control of weeds with Chateau herbicide. To learn more, talk to your PCA or go to valent.com/Chateau. And while you're there, find out how Asana XL insecticide protects trees from dormant peach twig borer. Always read and follow label instructions.
Now, here's a new concept: digital network advertising, where businesses display your ad inside their building. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, your company is going to thrive with digital network advertising. Choose your marketing sites or jump on the DNA system and advertise with all participants. Your business ad or logo is rotated multiple times an hour inside local businesses where people will discover your company. Digital network advertising, DNA, a novel way to be seen and remembered. Digital network advertising with networks in Redlands and Yucaipa. Call in the 909 area 222-9293 for introductory pricing. That's 909-222-9293 for digital network advertising. One last time, digital network advertising, 909-222-9293.
For several years, KCAA has been marketing the Youngevity brand of nutritional and personal care products. Our experience with Youngevity has been 100% positive, so we are pleased to recommend them to you. Regarding nutritional supplements, we recommend Pollen Burst in the berry flavor and Tangy Tangerine 2.0 in the tablet form. For regularity issues, we recommend 3-Day Cleanse, and for personal care, we recommend Morning Hydration Cream. You can shop online for Youngevity at www.kcaateam.com, or you can order by phone by calling 800-982-3197 and tell customer support that you are part of the KCAA team. Youngevity is an American company based in San Diego. Call Youngevity at 800-982-3197 and ask about monthly auto ship that allows you to buy Youngevity products at wholesale prices. That number again, 800-982-3197.
I'm getting older and noticing that my body just doesn't work as well as it used to. So I like to keep fit as possible by hitting the gym a few times a week. Recently, I started having a nagging bicep pain, and it got so bad I couldn't even lift the weights. When I was complaining about it to a friend, he told me about Angioprim. He said chelation helps remove toxins, heavy metals, and cholesterol in veins and arteries that may cause blockages. You know, after just 1 week of taking Angioprim, the pain was gone, and now I'm back in the gym full strength. Scientific research proves the active ingredient in Angioprim has superior oral chelation action that helps promote cardiovascular health. So to learn more, go to angioprim.com. That's ANGIOPRIM.com, or talk to a trained consultant. Call Angioprim toll free at 877-882-7221. You'll feel better with more energy. Call 877-882-7221 or go to the website angioprim.com.
KCAA Loma Linda, your CNBC news station, where your business comes first.
I've been down so long it look like up to me. They look up to me. I got fake people showing fake love to me. Straight up to my face. Straight up to my face. I've been down so long it look like up to me. They look up to me. I got fake people showing fake love to me. Straight up to my face. Straight up to my face. Something ain't right when we talking. Something ain't right when we talking.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk a little bit about Trump, a little bit about MJ calling out LeBron. Let's not forget Mayweather and McGregor. And we got a couple of little fun things planned for you, so stay right in.
That's when they smile in my face. Whole time they wanna take my place. 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 I can tell that love is fake. I don't trust the words you say. How you wanna click up after your mistake?
It's just things like this. If you actually did take somebody's place, would you be able to handle it? Would you be able to sit in their shoes and be able to deal with what they deal with? Or do they just make it look easy? I think we just make it look easy, don't we? Try it, though. So, hello, everybody. Live camera action. You know, another Wednesday. So, 7 to 8 p.m., that's me, Jason McDermott. You can reach me at 888-909-1050. Or if you're local, you can hit me up at 909-888-5222. And we're at 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM, and 1050 AM. All right. Also, if you're out of the area, just at kcaaradio.com. I guess you look for the little link or phone number or something, and you just go ahead and call that. Or if you're busy right now, catch me tonight. You know what I mean? That way you can see what's going on here. So it's going to be on Ustream.com, and you go to Life, L-I-F-E, space, camera, space, action. Hit enter, and then go to videos, and you'll be able to see all the videos I've got so far. All right, and I had a couple guests here and there, so you better check them out as well. So hope everybody's having a good week so far. You know, it's Hump Day. Whoop, whoop. Ain't got to love Hump Day because, well, usually that's usually the day I don't get to hump. So isn't that kind of weird? So the days I'm supposed to, I don't, and the days I'm not supposed to, I do. So God bless America. I'll tell you what. So today I want to talk a little bit about a few things that are going on. First off, well, let's start like this. Let's go ahead and get this little horoscope out first, because I think I'm starting to get a little more spiritual these days. Starting to become a better person, let's say. Or I'm going to try, okay? So my horoscope date, or my sign, astrological sign, is Libra, September 23rd, so I'm on the cusp. So I'm one of those Virgo Libras. So basically, we like to look at ourselves in the mirror and we get along with everybody, all right? So, so ladies, when there's mirrors around, there's cameras, I'm going to be there, okay? So mine says today, your mind should be clear today, and communication should go extremely well for you, Libra. Very few words will be needed to get your point across. You will connect to people on many levels. Realize that you have important information to share with those around you. Your critical, practical, grounded opinion plays a key role in the activities which lie in front of you today. Okay, so that's actually pretty accurate, because so far, I had a pretty nice, calm day. Woke up, and one of my friends is going out of town, so hope they have a safe trip. See you when you get back, hopefully. If not, may God be with you, always. So dropped her off, and let's see, then went and got McDonald's, which is, hey, it was early, so plug out to you, McDonald's. Good job. Great way to go in the morning. And let's see, then what I do? Then I went back to the house and got things together, cleaned up a little bit, hung out by the pool and talked to a couple people, kids, girls. Everybody was there. And life was good. It was a very happy day, which I'm glad to see, because we got to learn to cherish those happy days. And I know it sounds all cliche, okay, here he goes again, but listen, there's been a bunch of days around that haven't been so happy, and when you kind of go through certain things, or let's say you have friends that do things, or girlfriends that do things, or just life, or relatives or something. Just stuff doesn't always go your way, because it's not always going to go your way. Sometimes we have to take those hard days, man, and you just it lets you know that when a happy day comes, when it has nothing to do with money, has nothing to do with anything, just jumping in a pool and throwing some kids around. I mean, just that's all it is, and that's a happy day to me. I can go to the clubs and spend money and go bottles and this and that and blah, 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 and, push my chest out and, swing my thing around. But, at the end of the day, I tell you what, I got to see, I got to see my daughter this morning. Got to drop her off at school, which is awesome. I got to throw a bunch of kids around in the pool. I got to basically just have a nice, relaxing day in the sun, and that's what I like, all right? That's what makes me happy, all right? You can keep all the, what is it, you can keep the gold, condos in the clothes. Just give me a couple. It doesn't take much to make me happy. Right? I like the simple things. So I didn't always used to be that way. I mean, I used to like, I wanted the Rolex. I wanted this. I wanted that. I wanted all the stuff I didn't have that I thought was going to make me happy. And guess what? It didn't. And then I went away. And then all this stuff disappeared. And so, now I come out and I got nobody and, got none of that stuff. I tell you what, I seem to be a lot happier these days than I ever was. Okay, so sometimes it takes us to fall to realize what's important. Okay, and that's what it took me. So not everyone's like me, but I gotta learn the hard way sometimes. So thank God I got a hard head. Okay, so that's about all that with that. So I guess the horoscope was pretty accurate because it was a very, very good day. Didn't have to say much. Just looked at a couple people, talked to a couple people, and everything just fell into place. So that is a home run day for me. Okay. Now, one thing I want to talk to you guys about is this. Okay, Donald Trump. I understand that, a lot of people don't like him, okay? And I'm not here to try and condone anything he says or does, or, sometimes he does come off a little brash, or, he starts off in the right direction, but then he comes a little arrogant, and that's the problem that I think a lot of people have, okay? And Trump, listen, I got nothing against you. You're obviously a successful businessman, a lot more successful than me, but I was kind of an arrogant person too. Maybe not on your level because I didn't have the backing like you did. No doubt about it. I mean, I'm just a kid from nowhere. All right. So I think people will come across a lot better for you if you just, tone it down a little bit, man. I mean, geez, we know you're the man. We know you got a hot wife. We know you've had hot wives. Okay, we know you got a lot of money. You go anywhere you want. You're the man. All right. You're the spokesman for the #1 company in the world, the United States Corporation, okay? And let's keep this in mind, everybody. You're getting on Trump about stuff, but all he's there to do, and I don't know if I should be saying this, but all he's there to do is basically deliver the message to us so we can understand it. That's it. I mean, he's really not there to make decisions. He's really not there to call shots. He's really just there to make sure that we understand what they want us to understand. All right? That's what spokesmen are for. And what they do is they do very well. They're salesmen. I'm one of those as well. So I can take words, or I can figure out what you are thinking, just from you explaining it to me, and I can figure out how to make it to where the masses can understand it, all right, to where it doesn't offend anybody, which is the problem Trump starts to get into a little bit. But so it doesn't offend the masses, and they can understand. They can kind of I don't know. They kind of feel what I'm talking about, or feel what the agenda is. Okay. Because a lot of times we lose track of things in translation. And what I mean by that is not like, Spanish to English, anything like that. What I'm saying is that we lose track of the goal, what it is. Our ego kicks in. Somebody will say the wrong word, and that'll be like, oh, are they talking about me? Why are they talking about me? And the next thing you know, you don't listen to anything that was meant to be said or meant to be done. Because most of the time they have really good intentions in mind. It's just we don't understand how to hear them correctly, or the person that's speaking doesn't know how to deliver the message properly. Okay, so that's something that let's keep in mind. People are just people still. They're not they're not superhuman. You know, just because they're on TV, just because they talk good, just because they have some money, doesn't mean that they're really any different than you and me, because they're not. Okay, they wake up just like you and me. They eat just like you and me. They used to play in the playground just like you and me. All right, so just because they have a position of power, listen, we all know that that's a pretty position to have, no doubt about it. But let's keep in mind, he's there to deliver the message to the public. Okay, he's the spokesman for the United States corporation. That's it. All right, everyone's getting on his nerves. Well, why is he doing this? He's not doing anything. Okay, all he's doing is just fluffing everybody up. He's killing airspace. Okay, because we all know what's coming. All right, and you want to know what's coming? We're going to be in talks with Cuba, which I believe they're talking about that now, and they're making it dramatical and breaking down and this and that, and they're getting everybody in an uproar. Okay, because we need Cuba to sign allegiance to one world. We also have, after that, we're going to have North Korea. We all know that's coming too. So you're already start hearing little things dropping here and there to get everybody worked up about them. All right, when in reality, we can make it all peaceful. All right, that's what it needs to be. It needs to be peaceful, okay? So that's why I'm kind of letting the bird out of the hatch here, okay, or whatever, however you want to say it. Because I hear my friends talking and I hear other people talking, and you know, they're on Trump and they're on this and they're on that, and you know, really they're just talking about stuff that doesn't even matter. That's not even there for anything. It's there for people to say, argue back and forth. All right, because the real deal that's going on is most of these countries, we all get along. There's only 3 that aren't right now. That's it. And those 3 are going to be, like I said, Cuba. And then we have North Korea, and last is going to be Iran. Okay, and they're going to be a tough one. Okay, because Iranian people are very proud as well, just like every other country there is. Okay, every other country out there. All right, but they also have a central bank, so they're going to demand some respect as well. I'm not saying the other countries don't demand respect, but listen, they've been pretty self-servient, whatever, they've been able to take care of themselves for quite some time. All right, so how you're going to approach Iran is going to be a little different than you're going to approach, you know, like Georgia or even Russia for that matter. Okay, so kid gloves, please, please, please. But I want to let everybody know that all the stuff you see on TV, just, you know, hey, just let it go kind of in one ear and out the other. I mean, some of the stuff's good and fun and everything. I wish they put a lot more positive stuff. I mean, there's a lot of positive things going on out there. We like to dwell on the negative because that's, hey, people like to see stuff that's a little worse than they think their situation is. Makes them feel better, you know, which you shouldn't, but it does. So, you know, negative sells, and I get that, but it'd be nice to throw some positive out there, more positive than negative. And just keep in mind, everybody, listen, what's going on with Trump is really nothing. All right? He's just the one that says, okay, here's what I'm saying today. And if you look at it, you can even tell. All right? But he's doing a good job. Hey, listen, he's getting the message out there. His rating's not very well. That's not such a good thing. I mean, I think he's one of the worst right now. I mean, he's at 40%. And that's in 2017. So, I mean, the next closest one to him was Bill Clinton back in 93. He was at 51%. Okay, so that was the lowest. Well, now it's Trump. So, Trump, I think you could do just fine. You know, hey, throw that smile out there, man. You know what I mean? Do what you do. You're a salesman. Come on, you made all your money this way. You know, you're fired, all that good stuff. I mean, come on, you had Mike Tyson really home run you back in Atlantic City. So, listen, everyone's going to love you again. Give them that little smile. You maybe bite your tongue on a couple things. You know, because really it's not worth it. I mean, who wants to beat up? Listen, let some of that stuff go. You know what I mean? Aren't you a busy dude? You're a busy guy, man. You don't want to deal with that. I mean, you got hotels to go hang out in. Pool parties to go have fun at. You know, I mean, come on. You really want to argue with some lady that doesn't do anything, or some guy that just sits around and just, that's his whole job is to argue? No. Okay? You're going to go in there and you're going to tell him what needs to be done. We know we need to get, we know we need to get Cuba on board. We know we need to get North Korea on board. And we know we need to get Iran on board. All right, that's what you need to focus on, period. And you know it, and I know it. Now the public needs to know it. Okay? So public, that's what's going down. All right? It's not going to stop until that happens. Now, here's the thing. You can make it a little easier for all of us by realizing that, hey, listen, this is what the agenda is. This is what the majority voted for. Okay? If I don't like something, but I had the opportunity to vote, and I didn't win, well, listen, you won. Okay? I'm not going to keep talking and bashing somebody even when it's already done, because that's really not fair to that person. Because now you're really not giving them the opportunity to implement what they said. or implement what's already been written to be done. Okay, because it's going to get done no matter what. Now, if we're all arguing with each other and we're all in an uproar and we're all split 50-50 or 60-40, all right, they're going to have to do something major to make everybody come together. Remember 9/11? Okay, we don't want that, all right, at all. We want it to be peaceful unity. All right, you got to realize that what's going down here is really not as bad as everyone thinks. I know everyone's like, oh, it's one world and it's bad and the devil and this and that. Well, listen, you think what you want, all right, but bottom line is the whole system would have been great if people didn't abuse it. All right, if the greed monster didn't kick in and start making people think for themselves. All right, Social Security would have been fine. Welfare would have been fine. I mean, 401ks would have been fine. Banks would have been fine. Okay, but people got greedy. Okay, and they wanted to take all the money for themselves to where nobody had any now. All right, that's where things get messed up. All right, if you look at this system, this economy they're talking about, I mean, it's already been implemented. I mean, they've pretty much already been doing it. Okay, and what does it do? It helps out the countries that can't help themselves. All right, it helps out the people that can't seem to help themselves. All right, not that they're not smart as us, because they're just as smart as anybody else if they're given the same opportunity as everybody else. But when you're busy wondering, you know, your kid's sick and there's nothing you can do but rub some dirt on him, I mean, what do you expect? You know, or they got on no shoes and they're walking around. Next thing you know, they step on a stick and all of a sudden it gets infected. Now they got gangrene. Now the foot has to get cut off. Or if there's nobody that can do that, I guess they just die. All right, imagine that. Think about that for a minute. While we're driving our, you know, Mercedes Benzes and going to our vacation houses and, oh, maybe we're all just going to go out to Vegas and just have a, you know, 2,000 person party. Okay, let's think about that. What's really going on? All right, because I don't care about all that stuff. You guys keep all that party stuff. You know, I've already been there. I've done that. You know, I've understand it. It really doesn't do anything. You know what it does? It gives me a bunch of people that are just hanging on because they just wanted to party. Next thing you know, I feel obligated to take care of all these people, which is nothing wrong with that. Listen, I ain't got no problem with helping somebody out. I've been helped out many times. Okay, and I look forward to that. Listen, I'm always down to help my brothers and sisters anytime, no matter what. You know what I mean? But you gotta realize that if you help somebody out, it doesn't mean that you just got a new residence. All right, it means that you're helping somebody out so they can get on their own 2 feet. Okay, not so they got a place to lay their head forever now. Because I've been in that situation too. You know, that ain't cool. I mean, I've had a couple times when I've had to ask for people for places to stay, yeah. And I think I've been there about a total of a month and a half, 2 months. You know, and at that point, they started telling me I'm eating too much food, doing this or doing that. But I get it, okay? I understand. You know, because, you know, when they invited me to their home to stay or to get back on my feet, they weren't assuming they were going to get a roommate. They didn't want that. They were kind enough to allow me to stay there when I needed that help. And I'll never forget that, and that's something that is very good. All right, no matter what happens, no matter how it ends up or how I end up leaving. Okay, because you got to realize that they still were there to help you when you needed that. All right, it's just us. We take advantage of that sometimes. We get comfortable, as opposed to thinking, okay, well now I got a place to stay, so let me get busy here. Let me get a job. Let me do something, so I can start putting some money aside, so I can either contribute a little bit to the rent, or so I can get out of these people's hair so they can get on with their life. Because all I'm doing is I'm just putting a little wedge in between their growth. Okay. Husband and wife did not assume they want to take on a grown man as their responsibility as well, and that's a problem I have. I mean, I'd sometimes rather stay on the street sometimes, you know. But obviously I can't do that because we got to shower, we got to do other things, and you get really creative. I tell you, if it gets real bad to a certain point, I mean, you know, you can take bird baths and these, you know, they got these gyms and all these little spots and everything. So, you know, you can always sneak in and do something, but you got to keep your goal on getting yourself someplace to go, a room to rent, just something. Just so you can be on your own, you can be out of somebody else's responsibility, out of somebody else's hair. You know, because you definitely don't want to be the reason that you're causing somebody grief at all. And that becomes, you might not think you are, and we might think we're all cool and fun, and, oh, they just love us here, but they don't. Okay, I didn't. I mean, I'd like my buddies over sometimes and everything. That was great and all, but, you know, when you got a girl over something, I mean, what do you do then? Now you're stuck because your buddies are trying to be they're trying to be as charming as they can for, you know, in front of your chick, no doubt about it. And really, I just want to put them in a corner somewhere and tell them to turn around and look at the wall or something while I get naked and run around with the girl I got there. But you can't do any of that. See, it stops a lot of things from happening. So, listen, if you're down and out, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. Okay, but don't use that help as a forever. Use that help and spring off that. Okay, use that as a stepping stone. Boom, like a track star. Okay, you're gonna push your foot against it, bam, and you're gone. Okay, so that's what I would do with that, and I really don't know how I got to that point, but hey, we got there, didn't we? So, how's everybody else's day going? So once I'm sweating like crazy in here. I don't know if you guys are on TV or whatever, but I think I'm gonna have to take my shirt off because it's getting a little bit too hot in here. Okay, so ladies, this is for you for later. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Okay. Now, sorry about that. I'm all better now. Okay, so back on what we're talking about. So we got the horoscopes out of the way. Trump, that's what we're talking about, is Donald Trump, okay? So what I suggest is this. We got to be behind. We got to show a strong front no matter what. Obviously, the guy hasn't done anything just yet. You know, he talks a big talk, throws a lot of, fish hooks out there. He throws a lot of, he's fishing a lot. You know, he wants to get reactions. Don't forget, a lot of people are fishing on him, too. I mean, you don't know what's going on with him. You don't know what's going on with him and his wife. You know, maybe he's got some problems there. Maybe he's not too happy there. Maybe she's not too happy. All right, I mean, that affects somebody. You and I both know it. If you've been married, you know that if your wife's not happy, it's not a fun place to be. All right, even if you do got 50 million rooms in between you two. All right, so let's give the guy a break. I mean, nothing seems to be too wrong. I mean, I go outside, it seems like everyone's doing well. You know, I mean, I see a lot of cities out here that seem empty, and I don't understand that. And I'd like to fix that. And I see some homeless people out here that need some help, and I want to fix that too. I mean, I think they should be able to, we got a whole bunch of properties just sitting there doing nothing. Why don't we make some housing for homeless people? We give them a sense of ownership. I mean, the other ones living on the land. The other ones still living here, aren't they? The other ones still cleaning up. They're still doing things. They're still making the economy kind of go in a certain sense. Why not bless them with what they probably have coming? All right, I think everybody has that coming. But hey, you know, I'm not in charge of this yet, but we're going to get there sooner or later. All right, and then we're going to make sure that we all have an even playing field. All right, that it's even. All right, not I've got everything and you don't. I'm better than you. Okay, because that's not a good game to play. I remember when I was doing stocks and bonds. You know, I didn't know any rich people. I didn't even know what a stock or a bond was. All right, I graduated high school. You know, so I went to go back and get my GED, did all that good stuff. You know, they told me, they said, here, read this little three sentence thing. Call 100 people if you can and read that to them. If you get stuck, put them on hold, and I'll tell you what to do. All right, and I followed that. And, you know, and that's what happened. I mean, they'd ask me questions. I'd be like, I tell you what, I don't know, but I'm going to find out for you. So hang on one second, okay? Put them on hold, go find out, you know, and answer them. You know, at that point, I started to remember the things that they were telling me. And then it all started to make sense because then on my off time, I started actually reviewing the forms, the charts, the graphs. I mean, I started reviewing it, and it all started to make sense. It all started to come together. All right, now instead of me not knowing what it was, I could actually pretty much teach a class on it. You know, the more people I called, the more people I talked to, the more they picked my brain and made me think and really made me dissect the whole element of what it is, of how the economy works, of how things are built, of how things get funded, of, you know, all of it, how the government operates. Because, you know, the government operates, they don't use their own money. They use voters' money. They use our money. Because who's the government? We are. You're the government. I'm the government. We're all the government, okay? So we've all voted for who we wanted. All right, sometimes I win, sometimes you win. You know, sometimes nobody wins, but usually somebody wins. Okay, so instead of us fighting and dogging somebody out, because really what is that? That's negative. All right, by us blasting on somebody or talking about somebody in a negative way, isn't that negative? You know, I mean, I know we needed to get it out there and it feels good and blah, 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 but still, come on now. That's breeding negativity. And what does negativity bring? Anything? Nope. Makes us mad, makes us frustrated, makes us breed negativity to other people as well. Because misery loves company. We sure do. So instead of that, want to figure out a way to change it. You know, I mean, we're all so quick to say, "Oh yeah, I hate this guy. He did that. Or he did." I know. What do you think? You don't like him too? I know. Blah blah blah. You know, forget all that. Say, okay, hey, listen, I don't like him either, but whatever. What can we do to fix that? You think? You know, okay, so you don't like that he's doing this and this. Well, how do we get that fixed? What should we do? And we should go spread that word. Spread that word. Say, hey, you know what? I really didn't like what he's doing, but I tell you what, I got a great idea to fix it. What do you guys think about this? And spread your idea around. Because you know what? I tell you what, if your idea is good and it's positive, it's going to catch. And that's all it takes. One man can't change the world. Okay? They can change the opinions of a lot of people. All right? If you have a good idea or you think you got a better way of doing something, say it. Otherwise, keep the negative to ourselves. I don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. I got too many other negatives. I got a whole bunch of stuff I want to get negative. And Donald Trump, trust me, he's not number one on my list. I don't even know that guy. All right? So if you hear something negative you don't like, you know what, put a positive. Figure out what you could do to fix it or what you would do to make you happy. And start spreading that word around. All right? And see how that catches. And have other people spread that word around, because if you explain it right, as a spokesperson would, like he does with us, if you can explain it right, then people understand what you're talking about. All right, when they understand what you're talking about, they're going to start spreading that around too, because they're going to believe you. They're going to believe in you. And that's how you get things done. All right? So it's not like the old days where, we have no voice or we can't say this. No, forget about all that. That's just us being lazy and weak, really. Us not wanting to do the work. And I'm the same way. I'm lazy too sometimes. I'd rather just sit at home and do nothing. I mean, that sounds great to me. But sometimes I get bored of that too. And when you see things that you don't like, you got to fix them. The only way to fix them is to find the positive, find how you would change it, and go spread that word. So, but I want you guys all to remember now, all the stuff you're going to hear is just, it's all blah, blah, blah. All right? The main thing they're doing, and this is it, period, is Cuba, North Korea, Iran. All right? Let's make that a peaceful transition. Okay? There's a lot of things that can be done. All right? There's a lot of different ideas I have, to where it actually gets used in a positive way to actually do what it's supposed to do. And it's help those that can't help themselves, or basically help those that haven't been in the position to help themselves. Giving them the opportunity to be able to think about stuff, imagine, use their imagination to dream. All right, to dream about things that could possibly be. That's what it's all about, isn't it? It's about being able to dream stuff and making it become reality. Well, you can't make that become reality if you have no shoes and you have no water and you're sick and you have no food. All right? You just can't. So time to let those people have a shot too. All right, so I'm definitely for it on the outside. I mean, I think I can help make it better. I think there's a couple things that need to be changed, and I think there's a couple hurdles that are going to be really big. All right, and I personally don't think that Trump's personality is going to be able to take it all the way through. No doubt about it, getting the countries together financially, no doubt about that. He's the man. I mean, he can make a deal, Rourke, and he can turn a profit, no doubt about it. He can bring something off of bankruptcy and turn it into a multi-million-dollar company again. All right, in this case, it's going to be probably a multi-trillion-dollar company. All right, so the thing is this, financially, let's stick to him. He definitely knows what he's doing. He's got the people behind him that they're going to win. That's just the way it's going to be. Okay, it's already written out. That's what's going to happen. It's the way it's going to be. All right, and now we need to try and focus on the people. We need to make everybody incorporated in. All right, because everyone's going to have their own set of ideas, their own set of values. They're all going to want to outdo everybody else, because that's what Americans do. That's what humans do. We all want to be better than the other person. All right, so we're going to have little egos floating around. So then what? Let's just leave all that at the door. Embrace each other. Like, hey, how you doing? Like you know what? Like, it's a bunch of people you haven't seen in a long time. I mean, that's basically your family that went on a little trip. You guys were all sitting at the campfire one day. Say, you know what? I think I'm going to take a couple people out this way. And they said, I'm going to take a couple people up this way and down this way. And I'm going to go head out that way. I tell you what, we'll all meet up at the end there. And you let me know how your trip was. Well, now it's time for us to let each other know how our trip was. My trip was pretty good. I kind of had a good time. Had some rough times too. But for the most part, I mean, life is good. I'm still here. I still got my happy face on, don't I? So, and that's all we really want is to be happy, right? That's it. If you think about it, that's all anybody wants is just to be happy. And that's something that money doesn't get you, cars don't get you, material stuff doesn't get you. I mean, it does on the outside. It gets us for a minute. Hey, look at my watch. Look at my this. Look at my that. Oh, I'm cool. I'm that. Yeah, I'm better than your man. I'm better than that. Oh, I'm this. Come on now. What happens when all that's gone? Then what? Now you just feel like nothing because you don't have nothing, because you relied on something to make you feel good. Just be happy. That's it. You don't need to be walking around in designer shirts and designer cars and this or that. No, you don't. All right. You need a place to sleep, so you're not outside. But I mean, really, I like sleeping outside, but they won't let us do that. I like going camping. Camping's fun. I always have. You know. So I loved it in fire camp. That was fun. I mean, we used to do all kinds of fun stuff. I mean, digging myself in a hole in the ditch and freezing to death on the mountains. That wasn't too much fun, but that only happened once. So we do learn once, and we move on from there. All right. So let's all try to get along. All right. I know you might not like the guy personally. You don't even know him personally. But might not like what the media portrays of him. And maybe he is a jerk. Maybe he's not. You don't know what's going on in his life. Sometimes I'm a jerk. Sometimes I'm not. I'm sure just about everybody else out there is, right? So all he's there to do is deliver a message. That's it. He's just a messenger. So why are we going to blow this dude up? I mean, that's all any of these politicians are, is messengers. All right? Do you really think that they're sitting at home thinking about how they're going to change this and that and this and that? No. Okay, you really think he's doing that? No. Know what he's doing? He's probably having a cocktail right now, saying, "Geez, how did I get into this? I thought I was gonna be on a TV show." All right, instead, I got all these people throwing all this weird stuff at me. My wife doesn't want to sleep with me. Life is just terrible. What the heck's going on here? I want to go back to my beautiful suites and my hotels in different countries. I can't even be buddies with my buddies because for some reason it's not supposed to be. You guys really think we don't get along with Russia? Of course we do. We get along with every country out there. Think we don't. You know, and I do. Come on. We don't get along with these countries. Of course we do. Been getting along with them forever. Okay? We just don't get along with them because that means that we can sell weapons and we can get into everybody else's business and we can, the boogeyman's here and, come on. It's all part of the main plan. It's all part of getting everybody together. It's all part of unifying our family again. If you think about it, we're just one big family, aren't we? I think so. We just forgot along the way. And, yeah, I mean, some things may have happened to make people want to forget or make people feel animosity or anger, and really that's just jealousy and greed and a lot of just stuff that doesn't make sense. All right, so, you see somebody that could be your relative. All right, that could be somebody at that campfire decided to go north when you went west, or decided to go east when you went west, or south. Okay. So, don't look at them different. Don't look at them like you want to size them up or you want to fight them or you want to do something with them. I mean, no. Why don't you just embrace them? Put your hand out there and say, hey, how you doing? How you been? How was your trip? Well, let them talk about their trip for a little bit. Let them talk about what they went through. Maybe they'll ask you how your trip was. You tell them how yours was. Because I tell you what, I got a whole long trip that I could talk about. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I'll get a whole little mini-series on that one. Because I've been a whole bunch of directions. All right, so, that's just it. So everybody's everybody. All we want to do is be happy. Let's keep that in mind, all right? Remember, call me anytime, 888-909-1050 or 909-888-5222. If you're looking in, I'm not wearing a shirt today because, hey, it's cooking up in here. You can see my face is sweating. I feel like a snitch at a gangster party. It's just sweating like a madman. Oh, yeah. So let's get back to something else new, okay? I want to talk about this. What's up with Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan, are you calling out LeBron? I do believe that's what I saw. Maybe I'm a little not up to date on that. I think it's been going on for a minute, hasn't it? So we got Michael Jordan, which I'm sure you're a little bit older there, and you're also not, if I remember correctly, you weren't quite as big as LeBron. And one-on-one, my friend, I mean, I don't know if you want to really do that. And I think you don't really want to do that. I think even in your primes, it might have been a tough one. LeBron's a pretty big dude, and he puts that body on you a couple times. It's not going to feel so good. All right? So remember that. All right, so MJ, you are the man. I mean, you're one of my favorite players. I mean, Kobe Bryant, he's my favorite player because that's what my generation was. So Kobe, always got love for you, brother. I think you could beat all of them. I think you could beat them both together. 2 against 1, I still think you could take them. No, I don't really think that, but so I think LeBron's probably the strongest in that position on a one-on-one. I think he's just going to keep on, taking it right to the hole. And that's just the way that goes. So MJ, just enjoy gambling, man. Do your thing. You look good with that cigar, all right? And chicks are liking them Hanes. So you do your thing, brother. You already got the shoes. You already got you're the reason they even do this. All right, because before you came along, they really weren't doing the acrobatic, whoa stuff. All right, the biggest whoa thing was a three-pointer. So you innovated a lot of stuff, so you have nothing to prove. at all. They got to try and prove themselves onto your caliber. Okay, so that's what the major thing is, and that's what you need to realize. All right, no matter how much they talk, and no matter how much this or that, and you all like to rub it in on, oh, you've only got this many rings, and I got this many rings. No, that's just a bunch of, come on, that's just a bunch of swinging it around, brother. Everybody on that court, if you're an NBA player, you're about it. If you're on that court, I don't care who you are, you could do it. And because they do like certain people. And if you just happen to be one of those guys, then you know which guys you are, and you put in a lot of work, no doubt about that. Because somebody saw it in you a long time ago and instilled that work ethic in you, and that's why you are that guy, and that's why they continue to like you and love you. Thank gosh that happens to me sometimes too. So we do good things for people down the road or on our road to wherever we're going, and we don't even know we're doing these things. Because that's just who we are, and people feel that. It's like what I was talking about when you let somebody come stay at your house. You know what I mean? It's like people feel that stuff, because they have nowhere to go sometimes at that point, and they're stuck. And by you allowing them to, use your couch, doing the little couch tour, or post up on even the floor, allows them to not have to worry about that night, or maybe even for a couple of days to get their head straight again. Because then it's kind of scary when you don't know where you're going. It's happened to me. I'm sure it's happened to a lot of other people out there. It's not really a fun thing. Okay, so MJ, you got nothing to prove, my friend. All right, you come in, you do it. You're the shoe. What I mean? That's the way it goes, my friend. That's the way it goes. All right, everyone wants to emulate you. So you are the man. I mean, look at this. All-Star games. Well, I'll tell you what they're gaining, though. LeBron's got 13 All-Star games. Michael Jordan's got only 14. So he's one to go, so he's going to probably beat him on that one. Playoffs played. Michael Jordan's 13. LeBron's 12, so he's probably going to get him on that one. NBA seasons. Jordan 15. LeBron 14. So they're pretty much neck and neck right there. NBA championships, though, here's the doozy, okay? LeBron's got 3. Jordan's got 6. So will LeBron maybe get 6? I mean, I don't see why not. He's a pretty strong dude. I mean, I saw him working out. That dude, he's kind of a monster. He's a beast. All right, no doubt about it. So, he can rally his team, and I think he needs to pick more of a. I don't know. I really don't know what he needs. I think he just needs to. He just needs to not get so tired, or maybe not take it so personal. I mean, I know that's hard to say, but I think that personal stuff really burns you out. Because you have people yelling at you and screaming at you, and one minute they love you, one minute they hate you. It all depends on if that last shot went down or not, if you really care about you at all. So it's a rough thing. It really plays emotional games with you. So I hope he has a real good, solid foundation at home. His wife, kids. I mean, hopefully that's what keeps us strong. Kept me strong. When that went away, everything else kind of went away. So keep that home base, man. Keep that thing strong. That'll get you there. Season MVPs. LeBron's got 4. Jordan's got 5. Final MVPs, LeBron 3, Jordan 6. I tell you what, I mean, they're pretty much neck and neck in everything. It's just the thing is this. First, all defensive first team, Michael Jordan's 9 of them, LeBron's 5. All right, which means Jordan relies a lot more on defense than just offense. All right, the dude's going forward. He's trying to play both sides of the field. Scoring leader, Michael Jordan 10 times scoring leader, LeBron 1. Obviously competition, well, they had good competition then too. But remember, Jordan didn't really start taking off until, I believe, until the Pistons went away. All right, first it was the Celtics, then it was the Pistons, then became Michael Jordan's era. All right, so remember, there was a couple teams there that were giving him problems, and he couldn't get past those teams. So, it's just not, he was in the right place at the right time, and the stars shine for him because, he had it like that. So, good job, MJ. LeBron, you too. Curry, winning championship. Good job. So that's the way that goes. Obviously, I'm a Laker fan, and that's the way we go. That's the way I go. Way to go, Kobe, even though you're not playing anymore. But, hey, I still like you. Now, another one I want to talk about here, and this is a doozy, okay, because I like this kind of stuff, is Conor McGregor and Floyd, pretty boy Floyd Mayweather. All right, so here's what's going on. You got UFC guy, all right, Conor McGregor, he's an Irish guy. I'm Irish as well, so, hey, shots go out there. I like that, no doubt about it. Gets one little check in the column there just because. But the problem that I'm looking at here is, are they going to have a boxing fight, really? So it says here, Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, date set for August 26th. Okay, so that's right around the corner. All right, so you're talking about the super fight between the undefeated boxer and the two-weight UFC champion has a date. All right, so here's the lowdown on this thing. They're going to get it on, no doubt about it. All right, they probably look like, let's see, about what, 145, 147, 150, probably 147 or 158 area weight. All right. It's going to be in Vegas, as we all know. And it's supposed to be the highest grossing event in the history of either sport. All right, so the fight was confirmed on Wednesday evening. McGregor, he was tweeting, and I don't know if you're his friend or whatever, but, the fight is on, it's going on, now it's going down, blah, blah, blah. Moments before, Mayweather posted some of his own stuff. And I tell you what, here Mayweather's going to have a guy that does more trash talking than he does. And listen, Conor, you do it. You do your thing, man. You get up in their head, you do it. You do what you got to do. All right, because you're going to make – I think both fighters are trying to get $100 million each. Now, what about that? Huh? What about that? All that work, all that hard work, and you get in the right position and you say the right words, and it happens. You do your stuff. You stay positive, even when you want to be negative, even when you want to give up and you want to yell and you want to rip people's heads off and you want to, point fingers. I tell you what, you keep that inside sometimes. You know what? Good things happen to you. I mean, look at that. Now they're both going to get $100 million each, probably. That's a lot of money. Even after tax, that taxes will take, what, about $40 million of that, maybe $50 million? Probably $40 million. So you're going to clear somewhere around 40 to 50 after you pay your trainers and all the other stuff. That's not a bad day. Not a bad day at all. Now, I think McGregor's going to have a hard time. I mean, I think if they would have did in a UFC cage, that might have been a little bit better. But, come on, man. I mean, let's get real. You're not going to get in the boxing ring with Floyd in a boxing match and beat him, especially when you're not really a boxer. All right, he's had the top boxers come after him. Top. No doubt about it. I mean, this dude, he's and I personally don't really like his style very much. I mean, I grew up in the Mike Tyson era, I like guys that go in there to knock your head off, okay? That's what it's about. I know it's supposed to be a dance, it's supposed to be an art and all that good stuff, and it is an art when you win. But when you lose, it's not. All right, and it hurts. Hey, I've been on both sides of that. I did some amateur fighting when I was younger. Did a couple of Golden Gloves and some of these tournaments. And hey, I did good in some and didn't do so good in the others. I mean, I got my rib broken a couple times, nose got broke a couple times, even though it still looks pretty good. But I won a couple novice tournaments. Golden Glove novice division. Won that one, so that was really cool. I like that. But hey, anything can happen. And it does hurt. So. I really don't know where I was going with that one either. So, but what I want to say is this: Conor, it's going to be a tough one here for you, all right, because you're talking about a boxing match. Okay, UFC is very intense. You expend a lot of energy, no doubt about that. All right, but there's a lot of groundwork on UFC as well. All right, if you get hit, punched, you're going to grab, you're going to hold on, you're going to drag him to the ground. All right, and you're going to try and maneuver and leverage and break something. In boxing, there's no breaking nothing. Okay, the only thing that's going to break is your face or your bones. You're not going to be able to grab on and hold as soon as you get hit hard. Nuh-uh. There's no holding. No, you're going to take that hit and you're going to try and defend yourself and come back. All right, the problem is Floyd's been doing this a long time. All right, now I remember what I was talking about. Mike Tyson, that's what I was saying. I like his style. Okay, I like the Vander Holyfields, the Marvelous Marvin Haglers. All right, the ones that come straight to you, okay? That they're going to keep punching, and try and take your will from you. They're going to try and make you quit on yourself. That's the kind of style I like. All right, the kind that isn't afraid to get punched once to deliver two. All right, it's going to keep coming in on you, keep coming in on you. And you know what? They're going to be in better shape at the end of the fight, and you're going to be the one that wants to quit or the one that is lost. All right, because that's what I think it's all about. It's about not relying on defense. And listen, I understand it's not the game's to get hit and not get hit. So obviously Floyd's doing something right. He's 49-0. So there's no doubt about it. He's definitely doing something right. All right, he's not getting hit. He still looks good. I get it. All right, and that's technically the way you're supposed to, I guess, box. But me personally, I mean, I like to go in there and seeing who's what. I like taking another guy's punch and seeing if I can take that, and seeing if he can take mine. And then kind of keep going in and just see at the end of the fight. Hey, you're either gonna be standing or the other guy's gonna be standing, but somebody's gonna be roughed up and somebody's gonna be worn out. So to me, it's all about opposing your will onto somebody else. All right, and it's all listen. Like I said on a show a long time ago, it's called controlled aggression. Okay, you don't want to walk around all mean mugging all the time and this and that, because all you're doing is expending energy for nothing. I mean, why not? If you're not in a fight, if you're not in a war, why not be happy? I am. I'm walking around with a smile most of the time. That doesn't mean that I'm not looking behind my back wondering who's back there. But I mean, when the time comes, then the time comes. You know, that's a switch that you turn on and off. You know, and you got to make sure that you know when to do that, because a lot of people try and test you out there, and they want to push your buttons. You know, I mean, for me, it's weird. It's like I don't have guys that do that, but females like always want to do that. They always want to push that button. They just want to come on, and I'm just like, listen, just stop. All right, I don't want to hear that. Why are we doing that? We don't need to fight. Why do you keep pushing me like that? Why do you want to drive me to that? Do you? I mean, I don't want to be there. Why do you want to make me there? You don't. So Conor's going to go in there strong. You got to realize Mayweather's good on defense, man. So he's going to be, slicking, move, hit, pop, 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 and you're going to get frustrated because you can't go grab him, and you can't ground and pound, and you can't stomp his face out, and you can't do the things you're meant to do. Okay, which is kind of ugly fighting, but that's how us Irish do it. All right, so Conor, man, I'm telling you, I wish the best to you, and I hope you win. Just just so you can say it for the Irish. I mean, that'd be a great win. But keep it humble if you do. I mean, don't. Obviously, you're a pretty humble guy. You're actually a pretty good guy. So keep it humble. I mean, if you do win, great. That's terrific. I don't perfectly see it happening. I wish you did. And listen, I want to come ride with you on the way to the ring. So if you got an extra seat in that car, I gotta ask to put in that seat. Okay. So I definitely want to ride there. But I mean, it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be real tough. All right, here's a guy he's been doing this his whole life, and I mean, I know you've been fighting your whole life too, but it's different when you're in a ring boxing. Okay, because when you're boxing, you're not holding, you're not grabbing, you're not taking a little energy break, the little burst of air. You're not waiting for that guy to make the wrong pivot so you can counter on him and use your leverage to pursue him. You get you and Floyd in a octagon. Come on, he's got no chance there. I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will debate me on that, but I don't see that. I mean, I think no doubt about it, you can take his punch. I mean, he's not known as a lights out heavyweight clubber. He's more of a pop 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 pop. I'm gonna throw 100 punches around. Maybe now he's a little older, so he's probably throwing more like 60 or 70. But 60 or 70 punches around, that's a lot when you kind of talk about 12 rounds. All right, but I personally don't see it going 12 rounds, Conor. I mean, I hate to say that. I think if it was an octagon, like I said, that's 5-minute rounds. I don't see that going more than 1 round in octagon. Obviously I see Floyd, maybe throwing a punch, maybe catching you grabbing him, probably ripping his leg off his body. All right, I see that probably happen there. But in the boxing ring, I see Floyd, throwing a bunch of punches, pop, 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 hitting you, ducking and dodging, making you look kind of silly sometimes, maybe missing a few. And I think he's going to feed on that, and he's going to like that, and you're going to not like that. And that's going to frustrate you, my friend, and that's where he's going to get you, because he's a very, very smart guy. Not only does he know how to throw him, he knows how to get in your head. Okay, it's called the art of war. I mean, he's darn good at it. So I wish you the best. I wish you could give me a call. I'd love to go with you on training camp. I'll go running with you. I'll do whatever you want. Just so I can be a part of it. I'd love that. That'd be great. And prove me wrong, man. I tell you what, I wish nothing but the best. I always want the underdog to win. And Conor, I definitely think he's an underdog right now, pretty big. I'd assume it's probably about, I'd say even probably like 750 to 1. 100 to win 750 on Conor, I think, or even might even be higher than that. Because I don't see, man, at 12 rounds, that's a long time, my friend. That's a lot of punches. And you're not used to getting punches like that. You're used to taking 1 or 2 and then getting, you're used to actually getting in some brawls. I'll give you that. You definitely have a hard head, and you definitely could fight. No doubt about that. No doubt about it. No disrespect on any of that whatsoever. Not at all. Either man, both men. Anytime you get in a ring, I got nothing but respect for everybody that does that. Because you're risking your life. Whenever you enter that octagon, ring, whatever it is, you're risking your life. All right, and you're risking your life just to feed your family, and that's commendable. All right, and they should actually honor that. So, I wish everybody the best. I hope nothing happens to either one of you. Let's obviously hope for a good fight, clean fight. Now, what would be the great thing is if Floyd goes and gives you a UFC fight afterwards. That might be kind of cool. You know what I mean? What do you think? We got a new match coming up, so 1-on-1 and do the old blood sport type thing. That'd be kind of good. I wonder how Floyd does. I wonder how his wrestling skills are. Because if he's a good boxer, his balance is probably pretty good. I know he's got a pretty good balance because I see him. Dude's pretty good. But I still think Conor get him in that one. So, Floyd, you stick to the ring. Conor, you stick to the octagon. listen, if you can make $100 million each, worst comes to worst, somebody gets beat up. That's all. You know what I mean? So keep your hands up. You know what to do. All right, so good job on that. Let's hope that all goes smooth. Now, also, I was looking at something, and, here's something that we might want to pay attention to. Because I was telling you, I was visiting those people, and, there's some very strange things going on. And recently, like this last week, I've actually had some pretty interesting things going on with me as well. I had started this class. I guess it's actually a mind class. It's like elevate your mind. I guess it's something like a yoga type, but it wasn't yoga. It was I don't know. It was more like a meditational type thing. It was only for about a half an hour, but it really released a lot of things inside me that I didn't even know where they were at, and I don't even know how she knew about that. But she just hit certain words and something. It was just like, whoa, where'd that come from? And I pride myself on keeping everything pretty under lid. You know what I mean? I keep my emotions bottled up. Have been for a long time. Every once in a while they'll explode on people, but hey, that's just, I guess that was just meant for that. Okay, so, but she hit it right on the money. I mean, I don't know how, and it wasn't even anywhere I thought it was going to come from or what it was. But she said a few words, a few sentences, and she had me right there, and I was just like a big bowl of Jello or something. I was just like, whoa. So that was pretty good. I like that. So I need to start doing more of that. So, what I'm bringing all this up for is I guess it looks like NASA, and this just came out a couple days ago, but I guess they've been finding a whole bunch more planets that are somewhat like Earth. All right. What I mean by that is that they have enough distance from a star, a major star, to where they can actually sustain life. All right, so that is pretty interesting to me because obviously we all know that there's more life forms than just us, okay? I mean, insects are life, bacteria's life, greenery's life, all right? Not to mention all the animals we have, and not to mention all the kids we have, speaking of animals, okay? So there's life everywhere, all right? And it doesn't just look like you and me, all right? It looks like a lot of different things. It looks like sometimes whatever matter it can grasp to. I don't know if you've ever taken tell you what, I don't know if you smoke cigarettes or whatever you might do. But if you do, tell you what, go to a light bulb, all right? Exhale that cigarette smoke out one time. All right, take a picture of it with your phone. And just look at the cloud. Okay? A lot of times you'll notice that there's energy out there that we don't even notice. All right, there's energy all around us. If you take a picture of yourself, or even if you look on this webcast, okay, you'll notice that there's some static going on behind me. Or let's say you look at the road and it's all hot, right? And you see that staticky mark. That's energy. Yeah, that's heat. Heat is energy. All right, so there's energy all around us. And if you take a look with some of these cameras, some of your phones, or you get some of those LED lights, I tell you what, you see all kinds of interesting, cool stuff. Now, why do we want to just pretend that's not there? I mean, they give us all these things. They give us these cool lights, and they give us these cool. At my place, they got blankets, and they got sheets, and they got all kinds of stuff to just form whatever you want. So here's what I'm saying: is if they give us all these things, why not use them? Why not say, well, look at all that stuff? Let's use our imagination. Maybe they're for imagination tools. Ever thought of that? Maybe they're to see what's going on in your brain. How imaginative can you be? Because I think they're all bored. They have nothing else to do. They've already done stuff, fixed stuff. They probably got time machines. They probably got all this other stuff. They've already been probably different planets. They've already got probably everything already done. I know they're sitting around saying, what more can we do now? Now let's find one of these dudes that we can that's really just out there. All right, let's just tap into his head a little bit. All right, let's throw these lights in here. Oh, there we go. Let's change it up here. Whoa, look at that. Is he going to notice that? What does he think that is? And then they're just going to feed off of what we say. So, before when we were younger, yeah, we used to have to hide it because if people say, oh, you're on drugs or you're messed up or we're going to put you away. Forget all that put me away stuff. All right? Not on drugs. I'm not doing none of that stuff. So if you test me, you want to test me, go ahead and knock yourself out. All right? Bottom line is they still show me these different light things. They still got all these different things around me that they just happen to be moving or strange or this or that. So either it's real, which I would hope it would be. That'd be great. That'd be really cool, wouldn't it, if it was real? Because then you could just say hi to things, and they could be like one with us. That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. Because I wouldn't mind having a friend that's I don't know, a mountain, or my buddy the tree. Hey, here's my friend the tree. Look, he'll talk to you a little bit here. Just wink at him. How cool would that be? But if it's not true, I mean, let me know what it's all about. Because I tell you what, I like some of this stuff. I tell you what, some of these things that have me whatever seeing and do whatever, or hologramming. I tell you what, some of it's better than people. Because they look cool, and they don't talk back, and they're just chilling. You know what I mean? All they want is just to be happy, too. That's what it looks like to me. So if we all got the same idea, then what do we need all these people that are dogging us out for? Huh? And the people that are putting all these things up, well, hey, let's know it's for fun. I mean, why don't we have an amusement park just full of LED lights? You can put all kinds of crazy stuff around. Wouldn't that be cool? Call it J-Town or something. I don't know, something fun. You know, I think that'd be great. So there it is. I want you guys to have a terrific week, all right? Let's not forget this weekend is coming. It's going to be hot, so stay in a pool. And if you got a good pool, call me up and let me know where to go, all right? Have a good time. Bye-bye.
Sheets of empty canvas, untouched sheets.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.